Hey everybody, Yogi here. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. Today, we are in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. We are checking out the EAA Air Venture 2026. I just did a live stream. I'm going to check that out on the channel. Now is where the fun begins. Check this place out. I mean, it's massive. We're at Whittman Regional Field, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. One of the biggest air shows in the world. People from all over the world come here. Celebrities come here. I know Harrison Ford's made a bunch of appearances here. It's just amazing. Just amazing. So I'm gonna turn the camera around here. We're right by the main.
That's one of the best parts about the new airstrip.
Sorry, airstrip.
Allows us to do
runway.
Do things.
I was watching where I was walking because I didn't want to trip.
You need jump for them because it's a paddock platform, so there's no airspeed. So those that are jumpers know that airspeed is good for parachutes too. But it just makes it a really easy jump. But it makes it a great platform.
I've never actually been on the grounds. I filmed
all of those things. So
an episode from across the street, across Highway 41. There is a outlet mall, and a lot of people park there and watch stuff. But I decided, I was lucky enough to get some tickets from work. So thanks again, Dave. I appreciate it. There's a Goodyear blimp right over there in the air. Hundreds of thousands of people attend here, maybe even 1 million. It's only a week, but a ton of people come here every single year. And here we got this. We've got a little interpretive sign here. It says, Russell J. Brown becomes the first pilot to shoot down an enemy aircraft in jet-to-jet aerial combat, flying an F-80C Shooting Star. Brown went against the North Korean MiG-15, a MiG-15, over Korea. There's a Goodyear blimp. It just passed us. I'll try to get a better shot. I don't know if we're allowed to go up there. This place is amazing. It really, truly is. My son's here. He's got his Canon. He's taking photos.
You get to see it there, and you get to see it here. So that's a super cool experience.
So many cool planes coming and going. Wow, check that out. Yeah, this place is amazing. I mean, if you've been here, you know. I was originally supposed to come here yesterday. However, I had a scheduling conflict and I was going to the Washington County Fair, and I went and saw the Collective Soul concert with Mrs. Yogi, and thankfully my boss was able to switch things around so I could get tickets for today, because I was supposed to get the tickets yesterday. So that's really cool of him to do that. So thanks again, Dave. I appreciate it. So cool here. So cool. I think my son's having a really good time. I was hoping he's kind of more into this kind of stuff than my youngest son. So it's good to see him enjoying himself. Look at those cool planes right over there. Yeah, we can't cross the line. The line of death is right here. You cross this line right here, you will evaporate into nothingness. I'm loving those though. You know, like I said before, I'm not a huge plane enthusiast, but this is so cool. I was going to use the bathroom here, but apparently there's a private party going on. Don't want to disturb them. I don't hear anything coming from inside. Look at these planes. So cool. So cool. I kind of wish they'd have little information signs telling you more about the planes. Look at this one. This one's got a Pepsi Cola. Wow, that is cool. Look at this. So cool. Pepsi Cola logo on there. Look at that. Inside the cockpit. Wow, that is so cool. A nickel drink worth a dime. That is too cool. Let's take a look in the cockpit again. This time from the front. Look at that. Very cool. Here's another beauty. This one is very interesting. Holy moly, how do you get up there? Air Service USA World Flight. Look at that. Wow. That is simply amazing. They got an informational sign here. It says it's a Douglas World Cruiser. Look at that. That is awesome. Oh, the blimp's back up again. The Great Waldo Pepper. This is a standard J1. The standard J1 was developed during World War I as a training aircraft to supplement use of Curtiss JN-4 Jennies, built by the Standard Airplane Company in Elizabeth, New Jersey. The type was initially not well received due to the use of highly unreliable 90 HP Hall Scott A7 engines. And there we have it says Ryan NYP Spirit of St. Louis replica. Look at that. Spirit of St. Louis. And over here we've got the pioneers of flight. Dreamers to doers, celebrating aviation firsts. Oh wow, look at that. That's a beautiful plane right there. Look at that. There's a storyboard on it. I'm not going to read it all, folks. If you want to read it, go right ahead. Look at all these people getting ready for the air show. I don't think it happens for another. What time is it? Yeah, the first air show starts at like 2:15, I think. Colorful clothes she wears. Good song. Beach Boys. Good vibrations. Oh yeah.
Oh, she wants you to do it. Oh.
You want to eat there, bud? All right, we're gonna eat here at A&W. So we just ordered from the A&W section, classic confection, Spirals Butterfly Spirals butterfly potatoes. I got the nacho. My son he got some kind of loaded. There's like 4 different options on there. 15 bucks, not bad. Soda was 5, so 20 bucks for the 2 items. So I'm gonna try this. Interesting. It's like potato chips. It's going to be very messy. Ooh. If I was doing a food review, I'd give these an 8. They're pretty damn good. All right, let's check out the vintage area, the Bill and Mert Rose Park. And over here we've got quite the shiny This is a 1949 Cessna 140A. Another sign. October 1st, 1958, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, established earlier that year through the National Aeronautics and Space Act, officially begins operations. And over here we have the Montana Bluebird, a forgotten, I think that's Fliver, returns. You got a vintage hangar over there. This grass is very, very dry. Over there they got seating. Here we have a Drome Dairy Air. It's a Stinson L-SE 1945. This is a 1948 Aeronco 15 AC sedan. And there's the Goodyear blimp flying right above us. Here's the vintage barn store. We're going to go in there and check it out. Right here we got the Stinson 108 shirt. Soda and water, $2. You want a water? Lots of jets. Jet access. I don't claim to be a plane aficionado, so I don't know much about these folks. I'm just kind of in awe and showing you folks what I'm seeing. Other than that, I'm just taking it in and enjoying it, and I hope you are too. If you are, please consider liking. Very important to the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe. Hype. And if you enjoy this work and would like to support this channel and my further adventures, please consider becoming a member on YouTube. Thank you very much. Got a Beechcraft little area here where you can go up there and sit down and enjoy some food. Yeah, there's just so much to take in here. It's overwhelming, but in a good way. We see a Red Bull plane that you can go into. I think we'll do that next. There it is, the Red Bull plane. I'm assuming you probably have to purchase a ticket to go in there? I don't know. It is roped off. Got a couple storyboards here. Meet the B-29 Super Fortress. Fearless women in America's bomber. And from test flights to history. Look at that. That's pretty neat. I don't think you can go in there, actually. I thought you could. Going under the wing now. Is it really? I did not know that. Holy cow, look at all these awesome planes here. You've got bombers, you've got... Now we know where everybody is. Oh my goodness. It's a little overwhelming, isn't it? It's a little overwhelming. They're charging $55 for a baseball cap. Wow. You ever wonder what the back of a fighter looks like? There you go. This plane here, the Red Bull plane, is a Douglas DC/6B built in 1958. Look at that monstrosity. Holy cow. U.S. Air Force plane.
You don't have to worry about it.
Is this a stealth? No. Or is it? This may be a stealth fighter. Look at that. Everywhere you look. It's insanity. I'm so overwhelmed right now. There's just so much. My son just said it's almost as if they have too much stuff crammed in here. Yes, they do. U.S. Navy. Oh, kind of like the skull and crossbones on this one. Touch. Touch. Man, it's just unbelievable. Here comes the Goodyear blimp again. There it is. Take it in, folks, the Goodyear blimp.
Oh, really?
There's another cool United States Air Force jet. That is a Air Force Thunderbirds jet. I didn't realize that. Another Air Force jet over here. It's kind of hilarious because you're sitting here and you're trying to film and you're walking and you're dodging people constantly taking photographs and video of stuff, and you don't want to ruin the shot, so you just, you're walking, you stop and then you stop again and then you stop again. It's pretty funny. By the way, we've got this beauty. Look at that. Ain't she a beaut? This is a PB4Y-2 privateer. And the Goodyear blimp flying in the background. Don't get much better than this, folks. I would love to see this thing take off.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Boeing Plaza here on day 6 of EAA Air Venture Oshkosh. We're getting ready to kick off another plane talk interview. We're over at the NASA T-38. It's right off the tail end of the giant B-52. So come on down to the T-38. It's right in between the Freedom 250 F-18 and the Freedom 250.
We are under the wing of the B-52 bomber. Man. That's insane. And there's a line you can actually go under and look. Wow. Heavy hauler, I'll say. Look at the length of that wing. Look at this sea of humans. Here's the Boeing building here at the EAA, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I wouldn't be surprised if there's 100,000 people here today, at least. Here's the other side of the B-52, Rock Lobster. In all seriousness, to all service members, firefighters, first responders, thank you. Army. The Army section. And over there is the world's busiest control tower, at least for this week. They even have a sign, and there's because your blimp going right by the control tower. Look at the line to get into this. It's kind of neat though, but the line's too long. I'm not going in there. The EAA warehouse, official merch. It's nice that the sun's not beaming down on us today. Did I mention that this right there? That's the busiest control tower, world's busiest this week. I know I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to mention it again. I wonder how many people are up there. They got them like stacked on top of each other.
All I know is I'm glad it ain't me.
Do you think it might be the same people who were in the movie Airplane?
You just see they dump some light on it, a dump truck full of lamps. Dump some all on the runway.
Excuse me, I speak jive. What is this Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A. There's a Southwest booth.
Yeah, they'll upcharge you if you walk through the door.
Hey, I always liked flying Southwest. I think that's all I've ever flown. No, that's not true. I've flown a United puddle jumper from Charlotte to Milwaukee. There's the convention headquarters.
We're talking about purely the number of flights that